Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Advice to Ishan by Sri Ramakrishna. The sense, a kind of guilt-like sense the householders they possess, though they are internally pure and divine all the time, God dwells in the heart of everyone. The engagements, duties and responsibilities, the involvement in the world, the responsibilities of society, the working field, all these make them feel I am burdened with so many things, and inside some desires of enjoyment and possession is also there. That kind of understanding they have. So he is telling, after all, we are. Ishan is telling, but we are householders. Master, what if you are? Through His grace, even the impossible becomes possible. The faith in God. I might have done so many things. I might be burdened with so many responsibilities and duties. I have not been able to fulfill the needs of the dependents. I have not been able to achieve anything in my life, yet nothing to worry. God belongs to all belong to God, and God is compassionate. Just ask, it will be given, knock, it will be opened. What if you are, through the grace, His grace, even the impossible becomes possible? Ram Prasad sang, this world is a mere frame of illusion. Another man composed a song by way of reply, this world is a mansion of mirth, that is joy, bliss. Here I can eat, here drink, make merry. Janaka's might was unsurpassed. What did he lack of the world or of the spirit? Holding to one as well as the other, he drank his milk from a brimming cup. See, Janaka's example is given very often. He was a king. You know the king's responsibilities, duties, load and pressure. In Mahabalipuram, the stone carvings are there of ancient times. And like an elephant, one stone is there, very famous stone. On that, a king's carving is there. King is there, almost half sitting. Two legs are folded as if squatting down half, and his hands are not one. He had so many hands, and one head over which there is a mountain. standing on his head. Look at the responsibility the whole country he has to manage. A mountain is sitting on his huge mountain on his head. Something like that. Two legs he who is supporting. You see, he has so many duties and responsibility to discharge. Each hand is attending as if. So, varieties of things in the arms, including the invasions and all control, spying, knowing where is what is happening. All these pictures you will have so many hands. It is that responsibility. Janaka was such a king with all these, but with the self-knowledge. Oh, knowledge of God. World is a mere dream. Once you wake up from this dream, like getting up from the deep sleep and coming to dream state and waking from dream state to the waking state, when you come, you will see the dream world was not there. I was weeping, laughing and making fun in dream world. When I wake up, nothing of that is there. Similarly, when I wake up from this dream, I enter a new dimension from where this world, what I saw, will be looking unreal. It was all play, it was all game, it was all my mind's play. When I come back from the higher state back to this waking state, then you see the same world standing as God, Vishwarupa. Because you were superimposing your experiences, your anubhavas, your understanding on this world. You were seeing some world, that world has disappeared. What on which you had superimposed your world has gone away. The world that was there on which you were superimposing, the screen is God. On that, each one projects his own. She is my brother, sister. He is my brother. She is my mother. This is mine. That is yours. All this understanding. I know this much. I have got this education. I am doing this profession. Everything is a superimposition on this world. When we wake up to the higher level of consciousness, this world, what I was seeing as mine, ours, yours, all this dissolve as it is world. Not labeled, not influenced, it is zero. It is just there. So this, when we come back from Samadhi, look at this world, you will see God. And what were we seeing all this time was a dream world. The dream, what is there is not a dream world. What I was seeing was a dream world. My dream ends. I start seeing reality. God has become everything. Every bit of this existence is God and God alone. So, this world is a Janaka. Janaka was seeing that world. The same thing is going on, the same world is there. Each one is seeing his own world. And Janaka is seeing the reality. He is seeing God here. He is seeing God in everyone. He is seeing God's will in every event. He is at calm. He is full of joy. He is full of peace. Something happens, except his duties, nothing he has to worry. Everything is a play going on. Now he loses something, an important person, his army is dead. He knows, he weeps like others, seeing his family, seeing all the state, seeing the prajas who have missed a person who can protect them. He understands, but in the heart of heart he is not affected, because God was playing and God was there. God alone is there. After this person goes also, God alone is there. What remains is God. What is there is God. What is going to be there is God. So he doesn't lose anything. Mithilayam pradiptayam name dahyati kinchana. If the whole Mithila catches fire and burns, nothing of mine is gone. Including my family, my property, the whole kingdom, my own bodily existence, all is burnt also, nothing goes. Oh, God alone is there. We are seeing something else in the God, and we are seeing a world. That world was not there when you saw also. Now you are seeing this world you are seeing, your world is not there. What is there? God is there in the form of the world. Your understanding alone dissolves. So he is free. Like you have gone to the dream and you know a dream is going on. You are independent of that and you are laughing at everything. Tiger has caught someone and tearing and eating that person, and that person happens to be your own son, and you are in the dream and you know his dream is going on. You will enjoy. You will not weep, because you know when I am seeing the dream also, dream world is not there. It's play going on of the mind. Like that will be your waking state. So Janaka experienced this, being a king with all duties and responsibilities. He is seeing the reality. One should first realize God through spiritual discipline, in solitude, and then live in the world. In solitude. The solitude is a place where you separate from the rest of the society and relieve yourself from all the duties and responsibilities of household, and you enter into ekanta. You will be alone. The small a alone is going to meet the alone of the A capital, the absolute one. This understanding of things, one should realize God. In ekanta, first time I see myself. I am turning the torch to me. I keep the otherwise from birth. I am keeping the torch aimed to the external world. First time I am turning the torch to myself. I was seeing external world. First time I start turning inward. Avrita chakshuhu, amritatvam icchan. Deeply seeking realization. I have turned my eyes, my vision towards my own inner world. This is done in ekanta. Ekanta, in the beginning, first stages, it is pratyahara, withdrawal from the external world, and fixing on the internal world somewhere. One should realize God through spiritual discipline in solitude and then live in the world. Only then can one be like the king Janaka. What can you achieve otherwise? if you don't strive, if you don't sacrifice, if you don't give yourself entirely, unconditionally to sadhana, what will you achieve? When will you achieve? Further, take the case of Shiva. He has everything. Kartika, Ganesha, Lakshmi and Saraswati. Still sometimes he dances in state of divine fervor, chanting the name of Rama, and sometimes he is absorbed in samadhi. Two aspects of realization. Saguna Sakara, Nirguna Nirakara. Saguna Sakara, sometimes you go, and Nirguna Nirakara. Now, when I am in the awareness of Saguna Sakara with name and form and qualities, my attitude and understanding is entirely different. When I take God as impersonal, my attitude is entirely different. My understanding, my present state of mind and existence totally differ. Chanting further, take the case of Shiva, he has everything. Still, sometimes he dances in a state of divine fervor, chanting the name of Rama, and sometimes he is absorbed in the samadhi. These two aspects, he is in the Saguna Sakara level of experiencing God in a particular way, with qualities and attributes and all this. This is my heart is predominant and I am holding on to it through my heart. Another section, another way, another part of it is to hold on to God through intellect, buddhi. I am buddhi vritti. This is the prema vritti of the heart. Heart and intellect, they are different, two different channels. Now, Nirguna Nirakara to go, you can go through both. But if you want to avoid one, suppose Saguna Sakara, I want to avoid and go through the Nirguna Nirakara, yes, there is a opening also. You can avoid. You can take up the Nirguna Nirakara directly. But here Sri Ramakrishna is giving, he is absorbed. Sometimes he sings and dances in ecstasy, Shiva. Sometimes he is absorbed in samadhi. In samadhi, the world totally disappears, the presence of the world, and being merged in the absolute as if nothing exists. Then this is Saguna Sakara is one aspect, Nirguna. Both are samadhis. In Saguna Sakara you will have Rupa. There is relationship, subject-object remains. In Nirguna Nirakara, subject alone or object alone remains. If object remains, we call it Brahman, the absolute. If subject remains, we call it Atman. The inward journey expanding to the infinite is Atman. External, moving, expanding in the external world is the expansion, the Jnanapatha. He dances in a state of divine fervor, chanting the name of Rama, and sometimes he is absorbed in samadhi. Saguna Sakara, Rama, Nirguna Nirakara, absorbed in samadhi. So these two aspects we see of this one, and the third one, he is passing through another state of dancing, Ardha Bhahya Sthiti. One is totally absorbed in the inner world. Maybe it is Saguna Sakara or Nirguna Nirakara. It means Savikalpa or Nirvikalpa. Apart from the Savikalpa and Nirvikalpa absorption, he is coming down. The hangover of the inner awareness and experience of Ananda. He was in the Ananda Sagara, dancing in, now he was swimming in the ocean of bliss, of peace absolute, bliss absolute. Absolute means there is no second. It's absolute. There is no greater or lesser than that. There is no duality. It is one akhanda ocean of bliss and bliss alone. Then it's called bliss and bliss alone. There is no dukkha, there is no sign of anything else. Then it is akhanda ananda sagara, satchidananda sagara. This is experienced in the nirvikalpa samadhi. What that state could be. And saguna sakara, where your heart is flooded with love, it opens and it's flowing out. Irresistibly it is flowing out. Unconditionally it is going to the Ishtadevata. These all both are samadhis. One with saguna sakara, savikalpa, nirguna nirakara, nirvikalpa. And whatever samadhi is coming down with a divine awareness of the transcendental reality. It is not of this world. We cannot compare. There is there is no difference at all. Totally. Now in that state, when he is coming down to the slowly waking, normal state of consciousness, he is coming down, like a parachute coming down. Now the parachute coming down, it neither belongs to the earth nor to the sky. It is just slowly, it is swinging with the air, moving here, there, as the wind takes it, and then slowly it is coming down. And this state, you see, the world beyond is still there. It is coming down. It has not yet touched the earth. So it is still in the antariksha. Then finally it touches ground. Till it touches ground, he is passing through so many states of samadhi. Slowly, little by little, it is coming down. And then finally he sees his Ishtadevata in the external world. So this world is presenting the reflection of God. He has fallen on the world and he is just coming down, sees everything is divine. He was divine. He was in the ocean of bliss as bliss. He was floating there. Now he is gathering his individuality, gathering his old identity. As he is coming down, these are increasing. And slowly the little bodily existence is coming. Oh, I dwell in this. This is my house. Little understanding is coming. They start dancing. This dancing, ecstatic dance, is ecstatic love of God. That those people who see, hear that great joy, ecstatic love of God is being expressed through infinite love. The face of the person who is coming down from samadhi, you can see all the three: absolute bliss, absolute peace, and absolute freedom. All sukha, shanti, and then absolute freedom, mukti, total freedom. He can go any time back to any state. He can go back. He can enter inside. He can come out. He can see. Now this is freedom. Freedom, mukti. Mukti is freedom from all aspects of nature. I am not bound by the law. I am not regulated by any codes of the society or of government. I am totally free from all aspects of nature. My life doesn't depend upon any more on the nature's food, nor sunlight, nor anything. My life depends entirely, totally depending. I am living there because God wills. God has willed that you should live. So He is living. This living is how God participates in the life of a jiva, how He elevates, how He takes to the various levels of consciousness and makes him understand what is this nature. But what knowledge we get of this nature, even through samadhi, is a small speck in the ocean. Huge ocean is there. So many items are there. So water itself is unimaginable dimension. And from that, some drops you are taken and enjoy. That's all. This whole joy. God is unlimited. How much can you swim? How much you can dive? That much alone is your participation. The rest is nothing. Though you have freedom, though you are free in every respect, Mother, if she wants you to work for the world, she infuses a power, makes clear the way, and then makes you to do the work that she wants us to do. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.